can't join silk. What in the world are we doing? Help. Happy New Year. Although this won't be the first video that I put out this new year, but it's the first one I'm actually recording in the new year. 2026 Pantone color of the year is a, I guess, very, very light gray that almost comes off as white, called Cloud Dancer. Okay, first glance at the color, I'm like, white. But the name Cloud Dancer instantly made me think of fluffy bunny rabbits. And I happen to have a stash of, I guess technically black angora, although it's, black angora is actually, you know, fairly light gray, and some white angora. I feel like fluffy bunny gives me cloud yarn vibes. Then I was digging in my fiber stash and to see all the other light fluffy things I have. So I've got some alpaca, I've got some merino, and let's see, this is merino yak silk top, and some pygora and wool, probably bats, something like that. My first inclination was, ooh, what if I like carded these all up together? But this is like 420 grams of wool, which would be a lot to get done. I mean, geez, that's almost a sweater quantity, which would end up not being a very quick project. Probably wouldn't get it done in January. So I thought maybe trying to, you know, spin 400 grams of yarn, wool, fluff, maybe not the right call. I feel like a smaller project is probably wiser. Then I thought, what else makes me think of clouds? You could probably do some really fun, like big fat coils with this merino, which would be fun. Although I did already make like an art yarn sweater, so I'm like, what would I do with big fat coil yarn? Making yarn is fun, but also making things out of the yarn. Then coils made me think of boucle yarn. So I don't know, maybe how to decide if I want to spin all three of the yarns. Maybe we'll play around with using different ones for different parts of the yarn. Maybe it might be fun playing around, making it. And then the question is, do I spin the bunny pure or do I blend it with something? Decisions. I feel like I definitely at least want to blend in these two, because then I would get more of that light, very hint of gray. Okay, I'm going to do some thinking and some perusing of my spinner's book of yarn designs and the different boucles it mentions. I can't decide whether I want to. I don't know if I have any good thread yarn to use as the core and the binder. I mean, I've got this gray pearl cotton, and I just don't know that I want to use cotton. I think I would rather it be wool, because that's going to change the drape. I do have some silk caps that I've never spun before. And I feel like as far as the looping thread, maybe I should just make a couple of roll eggs and experiment with spinning a few different blends. I know, I want this to be like simple, quick, fun project, but then I'm like, must be perfect thing. And then decision paralysis, and then I do nothing and waste the time that I have while the dog's at the groomer and the kids are at school and get nothing done because I can't decide. Why does my brain do this to me? Why? Okay, well, really, my hands are too dry for this. It's sticking. This is the silk lap I have. Okay, so where's book? Book, Where are you now that I hit you? Ah, book. Okay. Let's see. What should we do? It says to spin the core with a low S twist. My brain cannot remember which way is S and which way is Z. So, okay, S is counterclockwise. I think maybe theoretically we'll just maybe use the same stuff to ply and core for the core and the core is supposed to be low twist. I don't know. First things first, let's get our spinning wheel set up and see if we can even spin this. Let's try that. Decision made. Hands are moisturized, so hopefully that helps with the silk. I probably should have read up again, or, you know, about how you go about spinning silk, because it's been a while since I read about it. But, you know, time is short, and we'll just go for it. Otherwise, I shall really get nothing done and feel like I'm just locked in a indecisive cycle in my head. Nope, that just broke out of my leader. I swear, I always feel like a newbie trying to get my yarn started on the leader so often. My first attempts to get it to stay in the leader always fail. I swear, I've been spinning for years. I feel like I should know how to do this by now. Okay, let's see. Maybe doing some stop and starting. Is that gonna hold together? I know it said a low twist, and silk is long and strong. I don't know. I guess we'll just try. Oops. Nope. Okay. Well, not enough twist. That brokey broke. Okay, let's try another whirl up. Let's see. Did you actually break, or did you just... Yeah, you broke. You broke. Let's see. How do I get you off? Where did you break off from? No! You're stuck on the wheel forever. Come off. Send help. My yarn is stuck. Where is the end? Oh, whoa. Okay, we found the end. I have no idea how we're gonna join here where it broke. No idea. How does one join silk? Internet, help me. What in the world am I doing? I don't know. I'm on the struggle bus today. Struggle bus. Struggle bus. Ah! I'm getting you caught everywhere. Goodness gracious. Ah, what in the world are we doing? Help! Really send help this time. Okay, let's see. Can we join you? Maybe? I have no idea. And the bench seat's not exactly the right best height. Ooh, nope. Failed. Join failed. What if we just tie it on? Shh, don't tell. Don't tell. We're just tying it on. Oh, whoops. Oops, I tied it on before I put it through. Ah! Fail. I didn't put it through my orifice. Oh my goodness! Okay, well at least it's fuzzier there, so maybe we'll have more luck. Yo, I can't join silk. Okay, we're putting it through the orifice. Okay, maybe we can get this going and not just have it be a bunch of tied together failed attempts. Oh my goodness! Well, Didn't work either. Okay, come on, go through the orifice hook. Please just be together so we can actually spin. Counterclockwise. Okay, well that's got some twist in it, so hopefully that's enough to hold it together. I might just be setting myself up for lots of frustration when this all falls apart. Oh well, I guess if I, completely fail at this silk lap, I'll just chop it into pieces to throw into an art yarn vat. Does feel so silky, haha, in my hand, the thread. Surprise! Silk feeling silky. Oh, it seems to be going smoother. Knock on wooden spinning wheel. Let's see. Okay, so where do? Ah! Last hanky, where'd you go? Murph, did you steal my last silk hanky or did I bury it somewhere? Well, pooty poot, is it sticking somewhere? Pooty poot poot. I was gonna show you spinning my last of the little stack of hankies to prove that yes, indeed, I figured out better how to spin this. I'm so confused. What the heck? And as sure as I, later, I'm sure it will pop up and I'll be like, there it was. Okay, well, I didn't count how many of the little thin hankies I had that I spun, but it's got stuff on it. And I do have still this. This is, I don't know what this is called. I don't know if this is just a bigger hanky or, oh, maybe this is like a silk cap or something. I don't know. I know there's different forms of silk, like bricks and caps and hankies. I don't know. But I think I will not attempt to spin this. I think we'll call that good and we'll see how far that gets us. Plan. Words. Okay. So I spun as much as I planned to of the silk, minus that one piece that I can't find and it's driving me nutsos. Okay, well, I guess we're done spinning the silk. We need to spin our looping thing. So I'm thinking. I think we'll make some Rolags and we shall experiment. I think the first one we'll try, first I'll make a Rolag that's just the white and a little bit of the gray, the black mohair, angora. We'll try a Rolag and see how that spins by itself. And then if I decide that I like that, I guess I'll make more. And if not, I might try blending. I might try a few different blends depending on how I'm feeling about things. So, since I can't find my other little thing, I guess we'll just finish spinning this. Okay, come here, you. Okay, finish spinning the end of the silk. And I'm going to make a knot so you stand out so that I don't lose the end of you. I should probably also go find something to note on this that this is spun counterclockwise so I don't forget what I'm doing and mess it all up. Yes. Murph, shush it. Yeah, and looky there, I went downstairs to grab some tape to mark my bobbin, and indeed I found my last silk hanky that blew all the way across the room thanks to the fan. So I guess I get to practice my joining now because of course, I found it after I finished. Gosh dang. Okay, let's mark this. So that's what I don't know what we're doing. Okay, silk. Spun counterclockwise. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, hopefully Oh, what's wrong, Murph Murph? You sound so sad. Okay, let's see if I can manage to join this. Hi, Murph. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of spinning. No. 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 Hey, no. I'm spinning right now. You can look out the window. Okay. Treadle, 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 treadle. Okay, so this is, I didn't actually look up I don't know how people do this, but I just figured if I started joining on up really far up the thing, then maybe it would stay. Seems to be okay, seems to work okay. Something's rubbing. I don't think it likes the tape I put on there. And I think the googly eyes are making a bunch of jiggly noises. I do think this is pretty fun to spin. Obviously it's very long, and it is kind of hurting. It is a little bit hurting my fingers to draft it, but this is also, I don't know how old. I got it secondhand, so who knows how long she had it before she decided to pass it along. And I just imagine, like most fibers, the longer they've sat around, the more potentially compacted and slightly harder to draft they might become. I mean, I think I'm getting it some kind of consistent, but I'm also not really super caring about being like exactly all the same width. So there's definitely some thicker and thinner spots. Especially, I feel like the edges of this, you know, like the middle, I should have held it out to show you better, but the edges are always like thicker than the very like cobwebby middle. So then the edges kind of tend to sometimes have some thicker clumps. I'd be curious if any of you have spun silk by itself before, what your experience was, what you thought of it. Hopefully this isn't all going to come falling apart when I go to use it, but I guess we shall see. But theoretically, since it's a long staple length, it should be okay being lower twist. Here's some chunky chunks at the end. Okay, now we're done spinning the silk for real this time. And oh yes, not, so you don't get lost. Okay, let's see what happens when we card a little bit of the bunny on my hand cards. Although, I don't know, do people usually card angora if they're spinning it by themselves, or do they just kind of fluff it up and spin from the cloud? I don't know. I mean, obviously I've seen those videos of people spinning from the bunny itself. Okay, I don't know. How much should we put on here? Probably not very much. What do you think of the smell, Murph? Smell, sniff, sniff, bunny bun bun. Okay, let's see if we can do this without making a disastrous mess. And I always feel slightly foolish. I don't know, awkward carding. Kind of make it up after watching some people. I would love, to learn like the best ergonomic way of carding. Because I'm sure like this wiggly motion probably is not the best. Also, I haven't figured out a better way. I don't know. Do. Oh no, does that look like a bunny cloud? Okay, we're going to attempt to spin the bunny cloud before Murph goes crazy. I think the rain stopped and there's some sunshine. So he's like, why are we not outside? I don't care if it's all wet, the sun is shining. Yeah. Okay, I just want to try to spin the bunny cloud. Bunny cloud, bunny cloud. Let's see how the bunny cloud spins before it all floats away slowly into the air from the fan. No. Okay, no. Don't sit. Murph, sit. I want to spin a bunny cloud. If we can get my spinning wheel going. Come on. Come on. Sometimes wonder if this dry band is a little too loose. Oh man, my bunny cloud is falling apart. Okay, maybe not quite the small swirl. Careful, buddy. Don't get your nose all bonked. Okay, is this gonna hold together? And I'm like, I don't know how thin I want to make this. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so this is kind of fun to spin, but also I feel like I want to blend it because I'm so nervous that this is just gonna all fall apart. I feel like it's like easy, but terrifying, a little bit terrifying to draft because I feel like it's just gonna fly away from me, even though I feel like I could just spin this by itself. But I think we'll do a little blending just to compare. But yeah, I feel like this white angora maybe has more guard hairs. Are guard hairs a thing in angora? Just has more bits that look like they're sticky out. But I don't know. I guess that'll work. Seems to hold together. Yep. Okay, so I made up some little test roll lugs. I spaced them all out so I remember which was which makes it awkward to grab them, but let's try them out and see how they spin and see what I think. Okay, so this was angora and alpaca, which will also need quite a bit of twist to actually hold together. Let's see how this, ooh, don't draft out too thin. Okay, how's that looking? Okay, yeah, twisty, hopefully enough twist to stay together. Okay, let's try this a little more long drawed. So it's a little more fluffy and cloud-like, right? Getting big chunks. Big slubbies. Get out of there, slubby slub. This feels like less precarious to draft, as in less like it just wants to all go sliding through my fingers. Because the angora is just so soft and glidey feeling, slippery feeling. Okay. Well, that is that. Let's see, what do we have next? Okay, then I have the angora, the white black angora mixed with the merino top. I mean, it made probably the neatest little rolag, not surprising. Never mind. Okay, Murph, can you shush so I can talk? Can't talk over you, Murph. Okay, well, Murph went downstairs to be angry, so at least he's not barking in my ear anymore. I feel like the merino and angora is drafting about like what I would expect from the merino. It's fine. I feel like commercially prepared merino is fine when it's floofed up like this. I don't really always love it spinning it just like without refluffing it. If I spent the money to buy a prepared fiber, I want to enjoy spinning it from the way it's already prepared without me having to do anything else to it. Okay, this is the Pygora and wool mixed with the white and black angora, and the Pygora mix had some glittery stuff mixed in with it, so it's got a little bit of a sparkle. Whoops. Clockwise spin, please. There we go. Ooh, well, this is definitely less of a fully cohesive bat than the merino top made. I'm enjoying the little bits of sparkle. Even though I'm like, oh, sparkle means plastic, but it's just so pretty. Okay, I feel like if I do more of this, I would need to give it another couple of passes on my carders. Probably be slightly easier to spin if it was a little bit more well blended. I think so far the bunny blended the most easily with the alpaca. Okay, let's see. Last is this merino yak silk top blended with the white and black angora. Let's see how this goes. Okay, that was pretty nice to spin. I think I'm going to try one more blend. Maybe we'll try some of the merino silk yak and the Pygora blended with the two. We'll do some of that. I feel like I definitely will probably keep the alpaca to blend with wool for a different project. And merino can, I don't know. Merino can go back in the basket too. Okay, so we've got a rolag. Let's see, we combined the Pygora and wool, the merino yak silk, and the angora. So we'll see what I think of this. I think this might be the combo that I go with, but come on. Come on. Let's see. This is gonna probably be a little bit slubby, but that's probably not the end of the world, right? Okay, well that was fun. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Oh, Murph. So I shall make up some rolags, and then we'll do some more spinning. Probably trade off between rolags and spinning. Make rolags to my board and then switch to spinning. Murphy says it's sunny. We need to be outside. So I guess we shall make some rolags in the sunshine. Downside of having like 4 different things that I'm blending is that it's gonna get awkward to like put things everywhere. Warp. I don't know how to do this without it being awkward. Bunny floof, bunny floof, bunny floof is flying around. Goodbye, some bunny floof. Ugh, stick on there. No, okay, maybe this is not a good idea. I thought the fan upstairs was making it a little bit awkward, but the outside air is harder. Need a second table to pile my floof onto. So awkward. Pretty little cloud. I think the angora and whatever goes best on the top because it's the least flyaway of all these other ones. Ah. Yeah, well, I'm sure the yak in this blend is probably what helps make it very flyaway as well. Well, and the silk. Fluffy little snail cloud. Okie dokie, we've got our little pile of some Rolex. Little pile of Rolex. Or also known as cloud snails. Well, since this project has taken so much longer than I anticipated, although why I thought that making boucle yarn would be a quick project, especially spinning multiple of the plies. I don't know why I thought that would be a quick project. Who knows? Do you know, Gertrude? Me neither. So since this has been a very long and involved project, I'm splitting this video into 2 parts. So stay tuned for the conclusion. We'll see you later. Bye.